Hi everyone, it is Renata here, and I have your new moon in Sagittarius report for you for November 26, 2019. And this new moon, the themes are new beginnings, new adventures, exploring the curiosities of your soul, and taking that leap into the unknown. I think it's a great new moon because I don't know about you, but for me, this past month with the whole Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, the whole sun being in Scorpio, and probably a few other signs, it was intense. And while I love transformation, while I'm a transformation junkie, and I think it's so good to grow and to heal and to go to the depths of your soul and come out a lot wiser and a lot more stronger, sometimes I just want to ride the wave of like things being in flow and fun and easy. And I think this new moon in Sagittarius is just the energy that most of us, I know I'm not the only one, is excited to finally embrace. So I'll talk about three main points with this new moon in Sagittarius. And the first one being is, while Sagittarius is one of the most optimist signs of the zodiac, and while this new moon energies it really helping you set new intentions, because remember, new moons are all about new intentions, set new intentions that are really aligned with your soul, these things will take you on a new adventure. And I want you to ask yourself, like, what is a curiosity that you haven't explored yet, and it's on the back of your mind? And it could be anything from literally taking an adventure and going on a trip. It could be studying something newly or expanding your knowledge, because again, Sagittarius, its natural rule is Jupiter, and Jupiter is all about expansion, good luck, and fortune. So when you start to look at, okay, what have I been curious about that I haven't explored? I really, this new moon, it's really important to reflect on that and then set up a certain plan and structure for you to start to explore that curiosity. Again, if you're looking to go on vacation, start looking at different spots. Like, you never know what you're going to land. But if you just keep leaving those curiosities in the back of your mind and not inviting them in or not exploring them as a new adventure in your life, you're going to be missing a big opportunity, because again, Sagittarius, ruler Jupiter, Jupiter equals expansion and good luck. So you might want to jump on that opportunity, and now's the time to do that thing that you keep thinking about and take some action on that. Secondly, because Sagittarius represents the student that merges into the philosopher in the zodiac, now's a time that you're going to enter a new phase in your life, or a new chapter awaits you. And are you ready? And Sagittarius is all like, yeah, I'm ready. I don't need to have it all figured out. However, you might only know what you know, and it's important that you're open to perspectives and insights from others. Because again, the fact that Jupiter is Sagittarius's natural ruler, it is time for you to expand your insights and your knowledge in a particular area in your life. So maybe you are like, it's time to really invest in my business. However, I only know what I know, and it's time that I really get knowledge and use my resources wisely. So what are some trusted tools? What are some trusted resources? And what are some trusted people that you could explore or perhaps leverage or work with that are going to give you the insights you need and the knowledge that you need to move forward in this certain area of your life? Again, you can apply it to anything. I just use career as an example. You could use it for your health. You could use it for dating. You could use it for health, dating, relationships, like, the usual that I always say. So now's the time to, if you want to take up new studies or if you want to study something newly, now's the time to do that and to really be that student in your life. Be that student that is gaining the knowledge it needs to become the master, or to be wise and have the knowledge that it needs in order to expand in a certain area. So don't be afraid to go back and learn something new. Now is the time to do it, and I would highly advise you jump on that if, again, it's something that you keep putting on the back burner. Another thing you want to look at is when we want to embrace a new adventure in our life, a lot of the times we're so, I'm guilty of it. So I'm saying this, and I also need to hear my own advice. Even though we're called to go somewhere and we don't really maybe know what that place looks like, but we know that where we are right now isn't where we belong anymore. It's like that in-between space that, I don't have the clear picture of what that adventure looks like. However, I know that I need to leave, and this isn't where I am right now is not fulfilling me anymore. And Sagittarius is all about putting one foot in front of the other. Because here's the thing, guys, if you're going on an adventure, say you're trying to climb a mountain, And sometimes we get so fixated on the destination point. However, that destination point might just be another stepping stone to another destination. Think of climbing a mountain. You're at the bottom of the mountain, you take one step in front of the other, and you figure it as you go. That's what Sagittarius does. It doesn't, it just figures it out. It takes one step at a time. You get to the top of the mountain and you thought you reached your destination point, but then you look and you're like, oh my Lord, there's this whole other world, and you see this whole new space and this horizon that wasn't possible at the bottom of the mountain. So stop getting so attached to what that next chapter or what that next phase might look like for you, because you might hit what you think is your destination point and it might not feel right for you. So that's why it's really important to tune in and say, how do I want to feel? I'm going on this journey, but what is the feeling I'm trying to attain versus the way it's supposed to look? Are you aiming for freedom? Is this a venture, where you want to feel free? Do you want to feel creative? Do you want to feel connected? So that way, because we sometimes get so obsessive about it looking and being a certain way that we're really sabotaging where we're meant to go on this journey when we don't honor how it is we want to feel. So I think it's really important now when you're creating something and when you're setting a new intention in this new moon, be very mindful of, okay, I want to create something newly, but what is it that I want to feel in this new chapter in my life? Because then anytime you're about to make a decision, you have to check in with yourself and say, okay, does this action, is it going to help me feel the way I want to feel? Well, you might not know until you take it, and sometimes you won't. You'll have to pivot, and that's just life. Everything's there helping for you. Everything is working for you. That will be your guiding force when you're faced with something. And I do that to this day. I get opportunities presented to me, whether it's or as simple as, do you want to hang out this weekend? And I have to check in and be like, how does it feel in my body? Trust how your body responds. And again, trust how it is in alignment with how you want to feel. If you want to feel fun and then someone asking you to do something that's like a complete snooze to you, well, it's kind of a no-brainer. And I guess sometimes you want to compromise and be there for people, but you get what I'm saying. For the overall themes in your life, you got to be intentional about the actions you're taking if they're aligned with how you want to feel. Because that's the biggest missing link. So don't get obsessed with the outcome. Be open to whatever you have on this new adventure and this new chapter or whatever you want to create. Be very mindful of the feeling. And the last note I want you to look at is you got to be careful of your mindset. Sagittarius is the optimist. It's like pure optimism. It always looks at things as an opportunity and not as a failure. And it always takes things as a beautiful lesson that's going to help you grow. It's just more knowledge that it can take to make itself wiser. So, if you're exploring something, you're hesitant, notice your self-talk and where you're like, oh, it's not possible because I failed at this before in the past, or it didn't work before, or I'm not lucky, or woe is me, or, I don't have all the resources. Catch your language, because your words create your reality. So now's the time to really start to shift that mindset, because your beliefs will dictate your emotions and your emotions will dictate the actions you take. So when you're creating this new thing in your life, your ego's gonna do a great job saying that you suck, saying it's not possible, throwing all the evidence that it has that where you quote unquote failed in the past, just because it likes safety and certainty. However, that's not gonna help you grow as a soul, as a being, as a human, okay? So notice your self-talk, check in with yourself, and instead of saying it's not possible, I want you to catch yourself and say every time, oh no, I can't, or I don't know, is, how is that possible? Or how can I make this work? Because when you ask a better question to yourself, you will get a better answer. So that is my new moon in Sagittarius video for you. If you liked it, please comment, share with another fellow moon lover who would really appreciate this video. And I wish you a very happy new moon in Sagittarius and a wonderful new beginning for the rest of 2019, because this is it, folks.